All right, so I found this video by Bluedigit called "The New YouTube Algorithm Sucks," and I want to check it out because I feel like the YouTube algorithm, is just so strange. It goes on and off. It depends on the trends. It depends on people's needs and wants, and it changes day by day. So one day your video could be popping, another day it could be doing absolutely nothing. And it just depends on the people's needs and wants. It's just different. It's different every day. And I kid you not, let me show you an example before I start this video. This video right here, I reacted to Smug Alana. It was just about Twitter women, being added again. And it started off, nothing really happening. And it pops off today. It just pops off out of nowhere. Because maybe the topic was relevant to the trends. You see what I mean? So that's what it means to be like, to ride the trends, or like the trends just change and they fluctuate throughout the day. And it just depends on how many people are online at the time as well. Just an FYI. Anyway, let's move on. Let's actually watch this video.
All right, guys, you know what time it is. Today, the Yaffmeister will be starting to tell you about the extraordinary history, or my own rendition of history, when it comes to the YouTube algorithm, okay? I wasn't going to do this video, but I saw the other video, and I was like, you know what, since I made that, I was kind of talking about this, I really want to get a little bit more in depth about how I feel.
Okay.
And I'm sure you guys will have a similar experience. If it is just me, then I guess I'm the crazy one, but, it is what it is.
It's not yours. It's
so
not
the
just
YouTube
you.
algorithm has always been a very strange thing, in my opinion, because you got so many different ways that it's gone, and I mean, of course, it's going to be an algorithm. It's always going to be changed. It's always going to have, like, different variables. And the algorithm has not always been, like, it's never been out in the open. You don't know exactly 100% how it works, and I don't think we ever will. And I think there's a good reason for that, so people don't abuse it. However, we have a good understanding, like, approximate, like, what it kind of does.
Well, what's interesting about that? The abuse thing, I feel like there is a way to, I wouldn't say there's a major way to abuse it, but I will say reaction content is like the easiest way to get in the trends. It's crazy. It makes absolutely no sense. Reacting to someone else's content, especially ones that are trending, especially the ones that get like millions of views, 100,000 views, whatever it may be. If you react to their content, you can get up there. You can ride the trends very easily and get subscribers and people commenting on your video for no reason. And moving on.
And its purpose, and that's obviously, how, so we can use the website properly. However, I'm going to try my best to kind of like just simplify this into like us terms, okay, normal people terms.
Yeah.
So in old YouTube, you had a bunch of videos, right? All these videos were just kind of like normal, and they throw themselves out to you. You had some things you maybe watched, right? You subscribe, you want to see more of that, more things related to that would show up.
Makes sense.
But you still get like an outlier every once in a while, right?
Yeah.
Now, around, I would say 2016, I might be wrong, I would say around this is when it started, like, we went towards the dark side, okay? Just to start. It really amped itself up around 2018 to 2022, okay? That's where it ramped up, and now we're at where it's just, we are bombarded with just the algorithm shoving its face down our throats, bro, trying to just feed us whatever regurgitated garbage it wants so that we just keep clicking, okay? So I'll give an example.
Hold on. Before he gives an example, I think I understand what he's saying, because, like, for example, before he makes his example, let me say my example. So, food. I love looking at food videos, right? If I look at one pizza video, chances are there's gonna be a lot of more pizza videos showing up. Or anything related to pizza, such as food. So now my algorithm is full of food. If I watch ASMR, it's going to be full of ASMR food as well. If I watch, because it kind of combines. And then, of course, if I play, I play Tekken, so I watch Tekken. I see a lot of Tekken. I see a lot of Dead by Daylight because I play that. So you're going to see a lot of this plethora of things that you've tried to watch. And now you just have the algorithm depends on the person, of the individual. And that's just how it works. And yeah, man, like, sometimes you get fed things you don't want to watch. Low key. Like, just because you watch one of these types of videos doesn't mean you want to watch another type. But I see what the algorithm is trying to do. It's just trying to see what you think that you would want to watch. And that's why I say reaction content, for example, gets easier views than other videos, because it's getting like it's riding the trends of like more famous videos. And that's why it's easy to ride those. Anyway, moving on.
Right. So I, for example, okay, like my finger, right? I hurt my finger, right? So I looked up, like, okay, what do I do about my finger, right? Well, I love it's my middle finger. Anyways, so I look it up, right? And now everything I see on my For You page, I guess my homepage, dude, TikTok's brain rotted me, but it's all about that. I looked it up once, bro.
Hey, yo,
once.
that's kind of
Or
wild.
like, I'll look up the Superman movie, right? I did a video on that, right? The Superman trailer. Everything's Superman, bro.
Really?
I'm not a Superman enthusiast, bro. Like, I don't need to know this. I know you students know what I'm talking about. You guys will look up like one equation, and then your entire fucking For You page, bro, it's just like, oh, here's some 3 math tips to help you with your next school study or whatever the fuck. Like, it really is some goofy shit. And the whole reason they do this stuff is just keep you watching. And like,
he's right.
Again, I'm gonna make another video off this probably, but like, they really have just taken the you out of YouTube. Like, it is
exactly. They have. I feel like now as a YouTuber, you can't just do what you want anymore. You have to do what people want, which makes sense. I mean, it makes sense. Don't get me wrong, but I feel like you might as well not call it YouTube at this point. It might as well just be called BearTube or something. Or I don't know, man.
Garbage, and I really hate it, man. Like, gone are the days where you'd be able to find just some like wacky ass video that just came out of nowhere, and there it is. You just get jump on it. Like, it's not that anymore. Now it's just whatever's going to make you click and get that watch time is what's going to give you that. And I mean, that's what's led to the brain rot you'll see in shorts, for example, where it's just all these AI generated bullshit regurgitated, or like, hey, okay. Here's the funniest thing. I want to talk about this. Do you guys know when you'll be on your phone, you'll be scrolling, and then like the video, the video's going on, right? Like, there's clear. I don't know if you can see their flag. You can see the video going on. You can see the video clearly going on, bro. Okay, and there'll be a narrator being like, this guy is trying to help his dog get out of the water. See how amazing he does it. And then he'll actually finally get to the video, like after like 15 seconds of this guy just yapping.
Yeah.
And then at the end he'll be like and subscribe if you thought the dog wasn't gonna make it. Like, what the fuck? Like, it's really weird. But here's what bothers me too. Okay, so the algorithm won't even work properly, in my opinion, anymore. The algorithm works now to obviously help the viewer find what it wants to find. Sure, I get that. It's good, right? So, like, let's say you look something up. It'll find all these different things that you've been looking up that are very similar, and it'll put you down that route. But the thing is,
now, one thing I have with the algorithm is I'm trying to find like smaller creators, for example. It's so hard to find small creators on YouTube. I was trying to find small creators so I can do response videos or reaction videos to their videos. It's really hard to do that. It's extremely hard to find them. I'll be looking up yapping videos. Like, I would deadass look up yapping videos in the search. It's hard to find someone yapping on YouTube anymore. You can't even find it. I can't find talking videos too well either, because it just becomes like, these like famous YouTubers doing talking videos. I get it, but I'm trying to find smaller creators. How do you find smaller creators? That's one of the hardest things.
Is it so specific now? At least it used to be a little bit more broad, where it's like, okay, let's say you're watching gaming. Let's say like horror gaming content.
Yeah.
Well, then it give you menagerie, stuff like that. I don't get that anymore.
Really?
If I look at like Marvel Rivals, dude, I will just get specifically hard niche down that route now. It's hardly ever that you gain like a menagerie of different content. It is, you're getting hard targeted towards the few things that are the top of your demographics for what you watch. And I fucking hate it, bro.
I get what he's saying there, but I feel like you can still search up what you want. I see what he means though. Maybe if he's looking in the browse section or like, his homepage, he's probably getting fed Marvel Rivals like mostly because he was watching it previously. So I guess it just depends on what you're searching at the time, and of course what you searched previously. So I guess the only solution to that is to just start searching up things that you want to search for, and then start watching those videos, and then just start changing your algorithm. That's all it is.
Like instead of like a 4-course meal where it's like, oh, I get a little bit of this, a little bit of that, I get to try a little bit of this. It's like they're just shoving McDonald's fries in your face, bro.
Exactly. I get it. Yep.
I sure you like McDonald's fries, but I'm tired of fucking just have another fry. That's good. Have another fry. That's good. Put down the fucking potato chips, man.
Cute.
I think I went a little too far there. Did I go a little too far?
Now you good.
You want some? No?
No, I'm...
Nah, I don't want you want some. I'm just not gonna give it to you. All right,
Go
so
ahead.
my girlfriend just came in. I actually asked her the same question about this stuff, and I kind of like want to try and regurgitate what she said because she explained it way better than what I would have said. Okay, like way leaps and bounds. So when it comes to the YouTube algorithm, essentially this is what she said, that it used to be a place that was open to everyone and really good when it came to the idea of discoverability. That's what YouTube is. It's, a place where you can express yourself and people can come together and like trying to find new things. But instead
Yeah.
now it is so streamlined. She said like when she's trying to like look at like nail videos and like your fun little ASMR videos, like she can't find that stuff anymore. If she does, it's just so streamlined. There's nothing new. It's just you were hard locked into.
He is not wrong. Before he continues, he is not wrong. If I go find a specific ASMR artist, let's say I want to find different ASMR artists. If I put ASMR and I watch this specific ASMR person, or like any ASMR person, okay, and the next day I go back to ASMR, I search up ASMR, you're mostly gonna find that same person that you already watched. You're gonna find them again, and it's gonna be like mostly their videos. I get what he's saying. I've seen that before.
To it. And it's only good for major corporations and those that are trying to essentially only Gen Alpha. If you're outside Gen Alpha, there's nothing else that's gonna help the brain rot. I still didn't explain as well as she did. Like she said it's so good. But anyways, that's how it basically came out. And I agree. And the other thing is very weird that, I think is maybe just kind of hallucinating here, but like, dude, when you'll see the things that are recommended now, which I find it really funny, it is the soulless corporations that are already doing well. Okay, I'm not gonna name names because I don't want to put a target on my back here, but you know what I'm talking about. There's some big corporations that already are just doing completely fine. Okay, and because and YouTube's a more popular place now, right? So it's the new thing. They're jumping on, they're getting their views, and they're coming on, and it's like YouTube itself is already helping promote them completely.
Makes sense.
So it's like if you don't already feel like the underdog already, you're even more underdog than underdog on a place made for underdogs. It's goofy.
True.
Now this is where I'm gonna rant. Okay, total. I'm not gonna lie. I'm totally exposing myself here. Totally exposing myself. I'm sure a lot of other YouTubers get this too, bro. Subscriptions don't even matter anymore, bro.
Oh my goodness,
bro. You will subscribe to a channel, okay, and you won't even get the subscription. Like you won't even get the notifications, bro. I've had multiple people that watch my channel, okay? I can't even show the statistics. Like, it is so bad, bro. Like, I'll upload a video and no one will fucking look it up. Or, they don't, no, I bet. They won't get the fucking notification right away on their phone. Even though they collect the bell for all, right?
I'm advice right now, brother.
You've got...
Oh, my bad. I had a different YouTube video on the other side. So about that, when it comes to mobile devices, keep this in mind. If you use mobile, especially if it's mobile notifications, most people do not have YouTube notifications on mobile. They usually take it off because one, they're probably working and they don't want to be notified. Two, if they set notifications for one YouTuber, it'll go to all YouTubers. You will subscribe to, like, basically all the notifications will appear for all YouTubers. You can't have it to where one YouTuber, you'll get their notifications on your phone. It will not work that way. And that's the problem about the mobile. I think that's the problem. But when you're on a computer, when you're on PC, you can set it to where you can have certain certain like channels you're subscribed to, you can have them, give you notifications. You can't do that on mobile though. You have to have them all or you have to have none. That's just how it works. From what I've seen on my own mobile device.
Gotta be kidding me. Or even despite that, bro, like I remember on old YouTube, it's like subscribing used to mean you're following someone. Now it doesn't even hardly even mean that. It's like a subsurface version of it.
Pretty much.
I miss when following someone actually meant you're following them. It's not even the same anymore. It's like, oh, well, I like this guy and I conform. It's like, yeah, I guess it's like I conform to this, I conform to this, I conform to this. Versus like you're actually like, okay, I follow this guy. I'm with this fan base. It's not even that anymore. It's just, it's so, We're in a time period where there's so much content too.
Yeah, I was just about to say that. That's why it feels like that way, because there's so much content that you just don't, like, no one. It's like you don't like your fan base is like everywhere. You can't even like get a real like fan base. They just have so much stuff that they're watching that they probably won't even know you exist someday at some point. So that's why I say when it comes to subscribers, it is pointless to worry about it. Obviously, the biggest thing about having subscribers is to get like ad revenue. You know, the whole memberships and be partnered on YouTube is good. After that, it doesn't even matter at that point. You just do whatever you want once you finish that. Unless you, of course, want to do a specific, you know, niche or something. But yeah, for the most part, subscribers do not matter nowadays. Just keep grinding up. And I mean, yeah, having a high amount of subscribers is good. It does make your channel look better, especially for brands and like, you know, like sponsorships and stuff. It'll look really good and make them want to, you know, give you sponsors. Anyway, moving on.
It's overwhelming. Like, I feel like it drowns everything out. I mean, not to say that my content's that much better, bro. I mean, you know, the weird thing is like, I've been actually doing like lower style quality content, and it's been more enjoyable, and like people have been enjoying it more as well, which is really strange.
I don't blame him here. I actually like doing low tier content as well, or, you know, just like low quality content. I don't like edit my videos much. It's pretty rare that I do. So I like doing yapping videos myself. I think it's really fun to do, and it kind of like you're able to express yourself without having to use a script. You don't have to waste your time using the script. Yes, you can still express yourself with a script, but it's just more fun, and actually it's like a skill. Yapping is a skill. It may seem like, yo, they're just waffling, but it's hard to yap versus making a script. You can obviously go write down a script and whatever, you know, it's hard working, but it's still, script is a lot easier to read than just talking from the dome. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's hard to do. That is hard to do. It's like public speaking, except of course you're just recording, you know, whatever it may be. Anyway, moving on.
Strange. I don't know, man. I mean, it's better than all the hyper edited stuff where it's like, oh, guys, pay attention.
He's right. I hate that content, dude. I don't know what it is, but I hate that short form, like really fast paced content where they just like speed up everything. It's annoying. I personally think it's annoying. I don't like it. I don't like to watch it. I watch like podcasts or long videos about like, you know, a specific subject. I think those are more enjoyable to watch because you're getting more information in your head. You're not just getting fed and spoon fed with a bunch of super fast paced videos and like things skipping around. Like, say you're trying to watch a Let's Play, for example, you know, typical popular Let's Plays these days, people like, you know, the YouTubers just be skipping like everything about the game. Just trying to show you the best parts, and that's it. When a Let's Play should be, you know, the entire game through thick and thin, whatever, of course, not like a full playthrough, not like 100% playthrough, unless that's what they specified, but just a playthrough of them having a good time and reacting to the game, just like, you know, along with their audience. Yes. Anyway, moving on.
Oh no, man, I'm kind of losing it, bro. But another thing too is, so the thing with YouTube as well is I feel like a lot of videos now will flatline super easily.
Yes.
If you guys know what I'm talking about, I might just put a thumbnail up just so you like explain it. If you guys are clicking the thumbnail, you probably know what I'm talking about. The flatline happens so much where it's like, okay, your video will climb. And there's obviously people like the watch time will go up, the people are clicking, but because things are so overly inflated with certain watch times and whatnot, and people just kind of like, I guess, playing the algorithm to their strengths overtuned, it has been essentially screwing it over for everyone else. And I also believe that and I can't prove it exactly, but you guys will know what I'm talking about, there's certain videos and types that just from them existing will just do extremely worse than others. And it's really weird. Maybe it's because it's a smaller niche, maybe completely wrong, but you know what I'm talking about. Like, there's certain video types and styles that if you upload them, they will just flatline extremely easily.
He is correct, actually, because I've done things like, if you do gameplay and commentary, for example, if you do like a gaming, like if you literally put in your title gameplay and commentary, you get YouTube actually promotes it a little bit every time. Not a lot, but you do get it promoted. But most people don't really click on gameplay and commentary videos, so that video ends up flatlining very quickly. So there really is no point to make that sort of video nowadays. Most videos that people are watching nowadays, I'm sorry to say this, is reaction videos and whatever the top videos are. That's typically what it is. Or they're watching YouTube shorts at this point. They're watching really fast edited content, just doing a lot of things like that. I'm not saying people rarely watch long videos, but when they're watching long videos, it's most likely from an important person. And it's just that simple. That's why I say reaction videos is a good way to get into the YouTube algorithm nowadays. It's way easier. I'm not saying like doing what I'm doing, yapping, is technically easy, but it is technically slop content. It doesn't require any editing whatsoever. You're literally just talking, around someone else's video and giving your honest thoughts and opinions about their video. It's just that simple. Or even like adding to it. Anyway, moving on.
And it's as if the algorithm is like, okay, because there's this, and this certain thing in it, it's over. Okay, it's completely just, no, I'm going to kill that video. And the weird thing is, here's the big thing. The weird thing to me is, even when that video has good watch time,
yep,
or good impressions,
yep,
okay, I mean, they could have both, but like, usually, I'm talking about those videos where they'll still flatline despite the fact that they have really good click-through rate and still really good watch time.
Yep.
Like, you gotta be kidding me here. You
want to know why that happens? It's because of trends. It just depends on what people watch. I'm dead at it. It just depends on what people watch. YouTube will suggest it to people, but once YouTube figures out that that's not a trend that you're doing, they just kill your video. And you can't do nothing about it, but maybe change the title a little bit, help it out a little bit, or change the thumbnail. That's the only things you can do to like make it like come back to life. But other than that, usually the video dies out, and it's because it's not part of the trend anymore. YouTube is all, like I said, all about trends. That's all it is nowadays. It used to be about, yourself and you expressing your own self. Anyway.
Get it, and I'm going to do the same thing just because that's what you gotta do to grow. You gotta do this to grow. You gotta find something that works and then milk it and milk it and milk it. Okay?
Exactly.
That's just growth. I mean, that's with a lot of things. Like for example, your favorite movies. If they didn't milk, let's say, oh, we gotta make all these Iron Man movies, right? Even though the first Iron Man did well and the other ones weren't as crazy, like then we won't have this franchise of the MCU, right? So like clearly you gotta milk things a little bit, but there comes a point where if you milk things too much and obviously you bring it to the extreme, you're gorging out the soul of what was already there, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And again, I miss YouTube, where it actually felt like a platform that was a community in and of itself. Like I was like,
before he finishes, what I want to say about that is, I'm doing reaction content, right? That is something that I guess you could say I'm milking because, well, it's part of the trends. I'm also doing other things though, so that I don't fall under what he just said, that trap where you sell your soul to one thing that you don't necessarily, I wouldn't say like. I do like what I do. I like making reaction videos. It is fun to do, to talk about a topic that I'm interested in, especially this topic. I'm always interested in YouTube topics and stuff like that. But it is something that can, eventually, if you like go too deep into the rabbit hole, you can become soulless and forget, about your own passion as a YouTuber and what you really want to do. So that's why I always, when I do live streams on my channel, I do live streams every day. I have fun. I just do whatever I want. I do backlog gaming. I just yap to my viewers. I do that. That's what I do on that. And I always do that. I'm never going to change that. I'm never going to just, be reacting. I'm not going to react on any streams. I'm not doing that ever. I think that's a silly idea. And yeah, I'd rather keep it to videos. And yep, that's about it. Moving on.
Like, oh yeah, I like watching YouTube. Oh, YouTube, I get it. Now YouTube's not even that. It just feels like, oh, well, here's another software that, it's not even software. Hold on, let me, shoot. Video platform, that's what I mean, video platform. Another video platform that you just go on, you just watch stuff, and then you jump off. It's not even like its own little community anymore. And I know that it's grown intensely, like it's huge. It's almost like a giant within
it's very huge,
the entertainment industry now. But okay, it's not almost, it is. But I still find it very disheartening that, again, I do think it lost its soul. And I would say it's because of Susan. I would say it's because of CEO Susan,
Dang.
Honestly. I hate saying it because people were really mean to her when she passed away. Like,
rest in peace.
Don't get me wrong, I wasn't a big fan of her as a CEO, but like, dude, people were so rude to her beyond. Like, that's not how you speak about a human being. You guys know, you know. If you don't, then obviously don't worry about it because it was very, very disgusting how people spoke about her. However, that was the start of it for me, where it's like, okay, the algorithm to these people is all about views instead of actually growth within the community itself. And don't get me wrong, I understand, like, it is this fine bridge. Obviously, you still want to grow as a community, as a business, right? Because YouTube, at that certain point was becoming more business-like.
No, I agree with that. I think it is about views. for some reason, the more views you have, the higher ranking your video is. If you ever looked in your analytics, the more views that video has, the higher the ranking it is, no matter what. Even it's all about views. If you want to have a high ranking YouTube video on your channel, just get the most views. That's it.
However,
and so they're promoting you. They're making you. They're like saying, hey, just ride the trends, buddy. Stop making videos about what you want to do. Make videos about the trends, okay? So people can stay on YouTube. That's literally what their idea is. You want them to stay on YouTube, right? Well, you better make videos about trends or you're not getting any views. Anyway, moving on.
Healthy Fresh Tacos are my go-to for a delicious, nutrient-rich, and convenient meal during the busiest time of the year.
I think YouTube needs to get the hint when they're what is it called? YouTube rewinds. You remember when those are the most disliked things because the community in it of itself is like, yeah, fuck what you're doing. We don't agree, and you're still holding to it. Fuck you.
I'm not gonna lie. I have no idea why people hate that YouTube rewind so much. I'm not gonna lie. I have no idea. I don't even know. I'm sorry to say that, but I just don't know. I don't know why people hate it. I actually need to go look it up. I need to go look up some information about that.
Yeah. I think that's a clear sign when you got to realize that there's a cost deficit happening here versus what you could have been gaining just from fucking maybe putting down the knee a little bit and be like, you know, I get you. I hear you. You know, we'll maybe be a little bit more accommodating here. Yeah, the algorithm just sucks now. It really sucks. I'm so tired of just being shoehorned. I want things to be a little bit more open. I wish the algorithm, as weird as it sounds, I wish it felt more human now. It's almost as if it's like it's faking trying to know me.
Yeah.
It's faking trying to know, oh yeah, this is what you like. This is what you like. This is what you like. And it's like, no. And sometimes I don't want to get what I like. Sometimes I want to get something that's just completely fucking crazy. Sometimes I want to get something that's actually going to just feel like, oh man, that's wacky, dude. And you don't get that anymore. Doesn't it?
To be fair, now I know people are going to be like, this might be a bad take, but Mr. Beast, because you know he's the most popular YouTuber right now. He's going to be, you know, it don't matter what he makes, right? At this point, it doesn't matter what he makes. But he always tries to make the most random video of all time. That's what he said. That's his style. And I feel like if you make the most random video of all time, will your video trend? I think it will. I think it will. It might even become viral if it's something that's very unique. And I mean super unique. I mean like something no one's ever seen before. And it's like bizarre and maybe it's like funny or maybe it's like really cool or whatever. People will share it to everybody, and that's how viral videos happen. So I will say that. That's my take on that. You can get viral on YouTube if you make your own very unique spin on something, or maybe something no one's ever seen before. It's very possible.
Again, YouTube has been taking the YouTube out of YouTube, and it's so wacky because, I mean, it doesn't even feel like the same website to me anymore because essentially it's not. I mean, they quite literally even changed the color. They changed the red. I think it's not like a different magenta color. Which it looks good. But again, it's to the point where like almost everything about YouTube's been changing. Almost everything. And it comes to a point where it's like, okay, at what point do you actually have roots to what you actually are? At what point do you look back and be like, okay, this is what I am? To me, if it was some other name, I think it could be replaced easily.
Yeah.
It's not the same thing. And I really miss that. I want to be back in the days where I get lost in content from multiple people that were real people, not just people in corporations trying to make money off me.
Yep.
And I could just take back, laugh at my friends, maybe not actually hear some real, convincing amateur stuff and enjoy it because it always felt genuine, not something that's being shoved down my throat or like, oh, like and subscribe, like.
Yeah.
And I get it. You want to grow. I can't inherently blame people.
No, yeah. Like. It is, I feel like and subscribe, subscribe is like something that it does help your channel, telling people to do that, because some people do not remember to do that. And that's why people do it so often, is because if you do say it, it gives them that click like, oh, I should probably do that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I did enjoy the video. I got to the end of the video. I will say putting it at the beginning of the video is kind of like, whatever, like it's kind of silly. You should always put at the end, in my opinion. Sometimes I put in the beginning, but just to experiment. But I like putting it at the end the most because it just makes more sense. It kind of gives you the idea that that person actually watched the entire video, and that person will be the true like and subscriber, and that they might even stay. You know what I'm saying? That's how you can tell. Anyway,
I believe that there's going to come a point on the other side of the coin where people are going to be having enough with it. And I think we're getting really close to that, or to the point where people are just giving up on finding that genuine curiosity. And if you do that, if you kill people with that, you're going to lose so much more than just views. And that's what I'm scared of. And I hope that obviously YouTube, or better yet, the community can band together and maybe do something in the near future. So I'm sure we'll overcome it. It's a matter of when. And it's a matter of if YouTube will be able to overcome what it has essentially grown itself into.
yeah.
So thank you guys for watching. As always, smile, keep your head up, and let's fight for a future so bright. Use so much for eyes. My name is Bluedigit, signing out, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Maybe. Hopefully. Bye.
All right, see you, man. Thank you for the video. I appreciate the video. Again, shout outs to Bluedigit for the video, at Bluedigit. And don't worry, I will put his name on the title. I always like to do that with my reaction videos. I always like to put their names on the titles. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I'm going to like his video. Already subscribed to him. Great guy. Love his content already. I love yapper. I love yapping people. I was going to say yappers, and then I said yapping at the same time. But yo, it is awesome to see people like this who want to just talk about their own, talk about subjects. It's so rare to find someone like this nowadays. Like dead ass. It is actually hard to find people like this. It's hard. I've been looking. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Y'all have a good one. Like, comment, subscribe if you enjoyed that. And of course, like, comment, subscribe to Bluedigit as well. Bye-bye.